blinding golden explosion rips across the sky as two warriors collide with earth-shattering force. Moments earlier, Goku grits his teeth, his face locked in raw determination for the trial ahead. Goku thrusts the power pole straight upward, aiming it at the distant golden temple above the clouds. On the rooftop, Korin calmly holds his cat bell while Yajirobe watches nearby, unaware of what is coming. Goku grips the extending pillar and rockets skyward, racing toward the cloud-wrapped golden dome. Korin closes his eyes and smiles, resting on his staff, confident in the trial he has designed. Goku studies the small golden bell fixed near the pole's tip, the true prize of this ascent. Yajirobe grips the golden dome, his strained face betraying real fear about what Goku is attempting. Korin never explains the danger because true strength is proven, not warned about, and Goku must climb blind. Korin stands beside Yajirobe unshaken, watching Goku vanish upward without a single word of caution. Yajirobe peers down the endless shaft, exhaustion and worry crossing his face as the height grows. Goku tears through a thick white cloud layer, still balanced on the rising tip of the power pole. Elsewhere, Launch stands indoors, her face flushed red with sudden fury over the chaos unfolding. Oolong panics and points a gun at Launch, desperate to control the volatile situation inside the house. Tyne Shinhan stands quietly, his head and face wrapped in bandages from a brutal recent encounter. Bulma and Yamcha freeze in shock as reporters flood Kame House, cameras flashing around them. The golden power pole is not just a tool, it is the measure of Goku's growing readiness for war. Oolong, disguised as Goku, stands center stage, surrounded by microphones and a hungry press crowd. Launch grabs a microphone, addressing the swarming reporters as the fake Goku charade begins to unravel. Oolong suddenly reverts to his true pig form, sending the entire room into stunned disbelief. High above, Goku keeps climbing as jagged golden lightning cracks violently across the darkening storm clouds. Blue electrical surges slam into Goku's silhouette as he pushes deeper into the raging upper atmosphere. Deep in a shadowed forest, Piccolo Jr. stands motionless, his expression cold, sharp, and calculating. Inside a peaceful dome home, a family gathers warmly to celebrate a young boy's birthday. The boy grins wide, clutching a bright red toy airplane handed to him as a gift. Piccolo Jr. does not attack yet because true terror comes from choosing when innocence feels safest. Piccolo Jr.'s clawed green hand curls around a heavy stone just outside the unsuspecting family's window. Piccolo Jr. hurls the stone straight through the window, shattering the comm as the family recoils in shock. Piccolo Jr. slips silently through the doorway while the terrified family remains frozen in confusion. The dog snarls at the intruder before Piccolo Jr. erupts it with a blinding energy blast in the dark. Far above, Goku's hands lock onto the shuddering power pole as brutal wind tears at his exhausted body. The pole keeps stretching endlessly through the turning black clouds toward the open blue sky beyond. Goku finally reaches the underside of the floating temple and hauls himself onto solid ground. Goku edges carefully along the narrow curved rail beneath the massive floating platform above the clouds. Yajirobe holds the Senzu bean because Korin already knows failure up here could cost Goku his life. Yajirobe sits with a single green Senzu bean in hand, silently bracing for the worst. Korin turns his back on Yajirobe, gripping his cane and staring out over the lookout's edge. Goku hauls himself over the final barrier and lands on the wide paved courtyard above the world. Goku steps cautiously across the vast white tiles of the elevated temple grounds, breathing hard. Mr. Popo sits calmly on a patterned rug, surrounded by small birds holding a simple bowl. Goku approaches Mr. Popo with a tense, wary posture, unsure what this strange trial demands. Goku raises the golden bell in confusion as Mr. Popo calmly explains the coming test. Goku drops into a low fighting stance on the white tiles, ready to strike Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo's calm is the real weapon. It forces Goku to confront speed he has never faced before. Mr. Popo stands relaxed on the tiled grid, smiling as though this fight poses no threat at all. Goku lunges with a hard punch, his face straining with effort and rising frustration. Mr. Popo slips every strike effortlessly, never losing his calm, untouched smile for a moment. Goku blazes across the arena at full speed, leaving streaking motion trails behind him. Somewhere unseen, a shadowy figure watches from a throne through a glowing crystal ball. Goku's fists clench in disbelief as he realizes he cannot land a single hit on Mr. Popo. Mr. Popo suddenly exhales a massive stream of blue energy, sweeping across the entire platform. Goku charges again, roaring as he unleashes his signature piercing punch straight at Mr. Popo. But this was only the beginning of the nightmare unfolding on the sacred lookout tiles. Goku crashes flat onto the ground, utterly exhausted and shocked by his sudden, total defeat. Trivia: in the anime, Goku throws that very punch as a callback to the strike that once defeated Piccolo himself. If you enjoyed this recap, we are currently on episode of our full Dragon Ball Marathon, navigating the intense challenges of the journey to Kami's Lookout Saga. Hit like and subscribe so you do not miss how Goku conquers this arc and continues his journey. Share this with a friend and let us know in the comments what has been your favorite moment of the journey to Kami's Lookout Saga so far.